What is going on, guys? It is KSI Pro Killer here, bringing you guys another video, and today we're doing the Year 2 version of the Universal Remote. Now, this thing is a rate of fire of 17, impact of 40 shotgun that goes in your primary slot. It's very, very nice. You can pair it with the sniper, which gives you close and long range engagement down to a T. Now, if you're wondering what this thing rolls with, there's always the ballistics. Only go as smooth as the ballistics, which boosts the range. It has crowd control, and it also has hammer forge. Any of those other perks are useless. And then its exotic perk, Universal Remote. Range and precision damage increase greatly while aiming down the sights. Now, I really, really like this shotgun. Not only can I pair it with a sniper, and as you see in the gameplay, I did just absolutely got destroyed, but I can use it with a sniper, which helps me take out close and long range engagements. Now, mid-range is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I say just make sure you're not in those predicaments. Just stay out of them and just go with close and or long range, depending on what you're pairing it with. Because of course you could just go all out and rock another shotgun. Or as you can see in the gameplay, I'm rocking also now a sidearm, which is the Queen's Choice, which I'm thinking about doing a review on. Put down in the comments if you guys think I should. And yeah, so I can and I will use this competitively. I find it to be a very viable weapon. I do not feel like I'm at a disadvantage when I'm using it, like some shotguns give you that kind of thought, like, oh man, I have to either be really, really close or I'm not gonna win. This thing, you do have to be fairly close. It doesn't have the range of the conspiracy theory, but it is still pretty damn good. Now, hip fire and aiming down the sights is a different story. It's kind of like the rangefinder, but double or maybe even triple rangefinder for this thing. And that's how much a Universal Remote will give you as a benefit when you are aiming down the sights. Now, if you are thinking about pairing it with other kind of weapons, I say stick with, again, a sniper. Or if you're feeling really, really good and really confident in what you're doing, you could pair it with another shotgun or a sidearm, and I think you'd do just fine. Now, this thing in close encounters, I think it wins gunfights. Now, of course, you're probably not going to win against a Doctrine unless you get right in their face, but that's not too hard with this thing. You don't have to be right in the face, that's the thing. Now, you have to be fairly close to them. You don't have to be right in their face like some shotguns make you do. This thing is amazing in my opinion, and I absolutely love this gun. And everything about it is so good, except if it had a little bit more range and a little bit more impact, I think it would be way too good, so I can kind of see where they're coming from. Now, of course, you're probably asking, well, why would I want to use this as an exotic slot? Now, you don't have to. That's the thing. That's the great thing about Destiny, is you can just not use this gun. You could absolutely be like, you know what, this thing's trash. You might as well dismantle it. Now, here's the thing, guys. Hear me out. When I first got this thing, I have a friend who heard me talk about this. I hated it. I was like, I don't know who would use this. I don't know why this would be good. But after a while, once you get to understanding what its strengths and weaknesses are, it becomes a whole new gun. When you first get it out of the box, you may be generally just amazing with it right offhand. You may not be too good. Guys, please understand, give it some time. Some guns you can just be great with, some guns you can't be, and this may be one of those. So, again, just give it some time, guys. It is a very good gun. Alright guys, well that was the PvP section of this. Let's move right on to PvE. Alright guys, to get the PvE section or part of this review going, let me start off by saying this gun is probably not everybody's favorite, but I say give it a chance. If you guys have this thing, and you're like, I don't think I want to use it in PvE, just give it a shot. Because it is really, really, really useful. Now, because a lot of the time you have a shotgun, or you may not have a shotgun, and you may just have a sniper in, let's say, a pulse rifle or something. But because most strikes are very, very close range and not long range, to have a shotgun as well is a real big added bonus. So, if you guys have this thing in your inventory and you haven't tried it out in PvE, please go and try it out. It is probably one of my favorite weapons to use because you can pair it with a sniper, which is absolutely amazing. A sniper and a shotgun. Damn straight, that's great. Now, of course, it does use your exotic slot, which a lot of people actually, for PvE stuff, use the Black Spindle. Now, that is definitely a good choice. If you have a Black Spindle and you don't have this, that's what you should be going for. But if you do have this and you want to try something different, you're kind of sick of using the Black Spindle all the time, this won't put you at a disadvantage. Now, for some people, this may feel like a disadvantage, and you guys may just not like it, and that's understandable. It's kind of different to have a shotgun instead of like a pulse rifle, auto rifle, or hand cannon. Now, if you guys are like me, I like to kind of vary up the things I use in PvE and PvP. So this thing kind of gives a different feel to PvE and PvP. Because you also now have a shotgun in your primary, so you can't go for much range unless you have a sniper as well. So if you're really used to like hand cannons and auto rifles and pulse rifles, it's gonna feel way different, and that's understandable. But I'm telling you, please just give it a shot. Okay? And I understand you may hate it. That's just something that's gonna happen. But what if you don't? What if you're not gonna hate it? And I'm telling you, you might just not. Because this thing is so fun. It's not only good, it's super fun. It's super different, super refreshing for a PvE feel. Now, guys, I'm not going to tell you to take it into the raid unless you really, really are good with this thing. Like, I wouldn't take this thing into the raid because that's something that not all of the things that you do in the raid are very useful for. When you're at Oryx, you kind of need somewhat of a range primary, and this thing's not going to really be there for you in those kind of moments. But in other activities, strikes, and stuff like that, this thing excels, in my opinion. It is not a disadvantage at all, and it can kill most things in one shot. And it's a primary shotgun, so you're not going to be too low on ammo with something that hits like a truck. So, I really hope you guys will take something from this. Please give it a shot, because this thing could be useful. Alright guys, well, I want you guys to put down in the comments what you guys think of this, if you've used it, and do you really like this thing? And also, I want your guys' opinion. What do you guys want to see me review next? Because I'll probably take ideas from the comments, or I probably will have to come up with my own. Alright guys, until then, I will see you guys next time.